Morning friends, I'm Emily and today we're going to be doing some stash fluffing. So I am going to go through a few of my project bags. These are project bags that have sort of long-term whips or whips that I have decided are going to get frogged or things that have just been languishing. I just have a whole collection of different projects. Some of them are not going to get frogged. They're just things that I kind of want to pull out and look at and share with you. If you're not familiar, the Fluff Your Stash Mal is a make-along hosted by Stephanie from the Texas Peach Knits podcast, and it's a really fun make-along where the goal is to just kind of go through your stash. It's not trying to like get rid of anything or get rid of everything by any means. It's just sort of a go through, kind of air your project bags out, air your stash out, and sort and organize things so you can know what you have. And kind of go over some of the projects that you maybe haven't worked on in a very long time and figure out why you haven't worked on them and decide whether or not you're ever going to work on them. It's a really lovely make-along. I think it's just so much fun. So today you may be able to hear the mower in the background. My husband has our toddler out there. We have a pretty heavy-duty backpack carrier thing, and so when my husband mows the yard, he just has a walk-behind mower. He'll put our toddler on his back, and our toddler loves it. He's a little boy, and he absolutely loves the mower. It's one of his favorite things. Like, he sees that backpack carrier, and he practically starts dancing with excitement. He is so ready to go help his dad mow. So you may hear that in the background, but while they're doing that, I thought it might be fun to kind of pop on here, do a quick little Fluff Your Stash vlog. I think it'd be fun to do a few of these throughout the summer, if and when I can. But yeah, so like I said, today specifically we're going to be going through some project bags, and I know of at least 2 of these projects I'm going to frog today, which I'm kind of excited about. But yeah, I'm going to really quick switch on the fan. It is summertime, very much so. It's like June 15th and whew, it's hot. I'm also pregnant, so hopefully the fan noise won't be too bad, but I'm just so warm. But yeah, so let's go ahead and dive in. First off, this is a project that is not going to get frogged. It's something that I would like to finish, but I'm in no huge rush to. It's a crochet project. Oh, it's so cute. I saw I think it was a Pinterest pen, where it was talking about a gingham or checkered pumpkin, like a fall decor item, and you basically make it, I'm maybe halfway. You crochet all the way up, and then you kind of just gather the top and the bottom. And I was like, oh, I have some scraps of acrylic yarn in my stash that would be perfect for this. Like, why not? So that's what this is. It's in a bag that honestly is almost, if not more than 30 years old. This was a childhood bag of mine that has this really cute little thing on here. And it has definitely seen some wear and tear over the years. The corners, I've had to repair them a couple of times, but it's just a nice sturdy little tote bag. And so I have that project in there. I actually had to steal the yarn for another project that I'm working on, the orange and the white yarn, but I still have the burgundy, which is just some, it's from Michael's. It's like the Loops and Thread Impeccable 100% acrylic yarn. But yeah, so that one, I'd kind of forgotten about it, but then when I needed the yarn for the other project, I was like, oh yeah, there's that bag. So that one's not getting frogged. Let's see, this one will be getting frogged. It's very small, it doesn't even have a project bag. This is the beginnings of a newborn vertebrae cardigan that I was knitting. The plan was to knit it as a gift for my sister, but then it just didn't happen. I was morning sick and everything else, so I never got very far on it, and I realized, I was like, you know what, I don't really like this color of yarn enough to finish it for our baby that's coming in a few weeks, so I'm just going to frog it and maybe combine it with some other yarn and make a little blanket or something. I'm not sure yet, but this is out of the Baby Bee Sweet Delight yarn in the Teddy colorway, which I do really like this yarn. It's very, very soft. It's a 60% acrylic and 40% polyamide blend, and it is, I think it's washer and dryer friendly. Yeah, so I really like this. I picked up several skeins of it when Hobby Lobby was kind of clearancing out some dye lots or something, so I got several skeins of it, but I'm going to frog this because it's just been sitting on my desk for ages and driving me nuts. The next thing that I know that I'm going to frog is this one, which is a little bit sad, but I'm also just, I'm ready to frog it. So this is the Jacob's Ladder sock pattern, and there is nothing wrong with the pattern. I love the pattern. I really want a pair of socks knit to this pattern. This is a pattern designed by Anna Knitter from the Anna Knitter podcast, and it's gorgeous. It's got these like twisted stitches on it. I love it so much, but right now I'm just not in the brain space, and I haven't been. I picked it back up and did like the heel and a little bit of the foot, and it's just one of those things that every time I see the project back, I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to work on it. I'm just very much in the mental mode of just simple vanilla or very, very simple pattern socks. And this is just a 2-row repeat, so it's not complicated. You just have to do this twisted stitch thing, and so it's not as smooth. And so just right now, I was like, you know what? Like, I thought about frogging it. I was like, it actually made me so happy to think about not having this sock whip hanging over my head, and I was just like, that's the sign that I needed. If it's not bringing you joy, pick it up another time. Like, that's my thing. Like I said, I would love to have a sock out of this pattern because these stitches are just so, it looks so cool, but just not right now. So this one's gonna get frogged today, and I'm ready. This is a very much languishing whip. I think I cast this on like last fall, so it's been here for like, oh, it's over 6 months because we're in June now. It's probably been here for like 8 to 10 months, and it's just been hanging over my head the whole time. And so I would like to frog it and use this beautiful yarn. This is an Opal Beauty yarn, which is just beautiful. It's just lovely. I would love to use this in a pair of socks that I'm actually going to finish. So that one is getting frogged. Okay, let's look at this one because I'm not sure yet if I'm going to frog it or not. If you've been following my podcast for a while, you may remember this one or not. I don't know how much people actually pay attention to long-term old whips. So this is a sleep sack that I was trying to knit for my toddler when he was significantly younger. I think I started this last fall or maybe end of summer last year, and I ran out of yarn, so I had to go get some more yarn. So that's part of why it was languishing. But I don't know, like maybe it would be useful, maybe not. I don't know. I like the idea of knitting my own sleep sack, but I just don't know if I have the oomph and whatnot to actually finish it right now. And I think that it may be better to just go ahead and frog this and just use a store-bought sleep sack and use this yarn for something else. Like, this is the, again, it's the, I had to go and get another skein, but it's the Baby Bee Sweet Delight in the Teal 2 colorway. And so this was something that I was thinking that I could combine these two and make like a cute little striped blanket. Like, that would be kind of nice. And the thought of doing that interests me more than finishing this. Because I would still have to do a whole long bit for the legs and then come back into the sleeves. And I like the pattern. It's a free pattern. It's kind of sparse. If you're like a straight up beginner, it's probably not for you. But yeah, I think I'm gonna frog it. I think that will make me feel happy and glad to not have that hanging over my head again. Because I love, like I said, I love how this feels. So if I did like a garter stitch striped blanket or something, like, oh, that would be fun. It would be kind of a longer term project, which I'm okay with having longer term projects. It's just, I don't like projects just sitting there, not getting worked on. So yeah, I was Wasn't sure if I was going to frog it or not. I was like, I will pull it out and look at it and see if it sparks joy. And I think it's good to get rid of that one. So then, okay, this one I know I'm not getting rid of. And oh, I want to work on this so bad. I need to like just dedicate, I was thinking about this. I was like, I need to just dedicate time and like work on it and make myself do it because I love it so much. It's so beautiful. This is my mitered square blanket. I'm using 4 different colors of my hand-dyed yarn to sort of make this like scrappy patchworky look. And I love this so much. Like, it's so fun to knit on. It's so soft and drapey and cozy. It's all garter stitched. Like, it's one of those things that I forget about it. I forget to work on it. Like, look at this colorway. I'm so proud of this one, the speckledy white one. Oh, it's just gorgeous. And I love the colors. They're so springy. This has been on my needles for like 2+ years at this point or something. Like, it's just been kind of languishing, sitting there, not loved and not worked on. And it's like I think about it all the time. And when I was thinking about making this video and going through my bags, I had the thought where I was just like, you know, I need to like dedicate it to where it's like I make a square a week or something, because these are definitely, they're bigger squares than the typical like tiny mitered square blankets. And I don't remember what needle size I'm doing it on. It's probably a 4 or a 5 based off of the feel of it. But yeah, so these are bigger squares, which is what I wanted, because I was like, I'm not really interested in making like the teeny tiny squares blanket. But I just, oh, isn't it lovely? I love it so much. It's so cute. So this one I'm definitely not frogging, but I just need to like dedicate some time to finishing it. Because I have 4 full skeins of each color of the yarns. I love this one so much. This one is one of the biggest reasons why I started this blanket, because I loved how it turned out so much, but I knew that I wasn't going to like something this pale and white next to my skin in like a garment. And so then I found these other colors and I was just like, oh, it's perfect. We'll make a lovely springy blanket. So, and this one is being held in a tote bag that I made myself years and years ago, and ended up being one of my most loved tote bags. Like, I keep thinking about making another one of these because it's just, it's so cute. I'm so proud of it. I put these little cherry applique things on here. I love it. Everything about this project is just, it's like happy. I just need to work at it. Okay, we've got 2 left. So this one, I'm conflicted on. I'm not sure if I'm going to frog this one or not. Because I thought, I was like positive sure I was going to frog it, and then I was thinking about it and I was like, oh, I don't know, like I kind of like the idea of keeping it, so I might need to frog it and start over. I don't remember exactly where I'm at. So this is, you can't really tell. I'm knitting it out of I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby in the 100% acrylic, 199 grams, 355 yards. It's the Sun Gold colorway. And my plan with this was to knit a vest, like a basic vest to go over top of my flannel dresses in the fall and winter. And I did so much looking on Ravelry, like searching and searching and searching, trying to find a simple cabled vest pattern that wasn't going to be too complicated, that wasn't going to be too overwhelming, like just a really fun, simple cable vest. And I just couldn't seem to find what I was looking for until finally I found it's a free pattern. I don't remember what the name of it is. I'll put it up on the screen because I haven't touched this in ages, because I've been going back and forth on whether or not to frog it or keep it. And I'm kind of leaning towards keeping it for a little bit more. I think I just need to actually pick it up and work on it. The thing that's kind of slowing me down is it's worked bottom up, and I don't love bottom up construction. It's just not my favorite. But I think this would be a really cute little vest. Like, it would be really nice. So yeah, I think this is one that I'm going to let sit for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll pull it out and see if I can figure out where I am. And I think it's a free pattern, but I think this sticky note on here was marking which row I'm on. Which, thank you, past Emily, because I have no other notes on here, so hopefully that's where I am. Oh goodness. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one. And this one has a very, very cute little stitch marker progress keeper thing on it that I was gifted in a swap last year. I participated in the Crayabea. Rebecca from the Crayabea did like this fun little swap where you got paired up with a person. And I think this is from Twin Stitches Designs. I don't remember for sure, but it's a very sweet little squirrel. And Barbara, if you're watching, I love it. But yeah, so, and then this one is another just floppy bag that I made for myself. It's technically a drawstring bag. I say technically because my drawstrings are really not long enough for it, and so they're there, they work, but I don't really end up using the drawstrings that much. I just use the handles and I'll tie it shut. But yeah, I think that one I'm going to keep for a little bit longer because I do think it would be fun to finish it. So we'll see. And then the last one that we're going to talk about is one that I know I'm frogging because this is kind of the one that really started it all. I just a couple days ago cast on another ranunculus, and I was wanting to make it because I wanted to use some random skeins of I love this cotton yarn from Hobby Lobby that I've had in my stash for a while, and so I made a very scrappy, fun looking yoke. Like I just finished the yoke last night, and I was looking at it and I tried it on for the first time, and I was just like, I don't love it. I don't love it. Like I while I'm knitting on it, I love it. I love the colors. I love how it's looking. Like I love it. But then I tried it on and I was just like, it's not my favorite. I would rather, if I was going to do another ranunculus, to do it all in one color, like one colorway. So I have a bunch of different colors. So if I did it all in this multicolored one, which is, oh, the name is just 338 Pink Teal Orange. That's kind of a boring name. So if I did it all in like this, I think it would be fine, but I only had one skein of this and one skein of that and one skein of the other, some partial skeins, and so I was just kind of trying to make it like really scrappy and stripy and fun, which I don't think is bad. I just, yeah, I'm gonna frog it, and my plan is I'm going to use this yarn instead to do like a little like lap blanket thing, a crocheted lap blanket, because I have made a blanket for my toddler out of the I Love This Cotton yarn, and I love his little blanket so much. It is so nice and cozy. I love the weight and the feel of the yarn, and so I think that would be a much more fun project than this one, and I would rather work on a different ranunculus that I have actually cast on. I would rather work on that one than try and finish this one. So, yeah, that is all that I have to talk about. I hope you enjoyed going through my project bags. I'll probably put a little clip here at the end of frogging some of these projects because sometimes that's kind of fun and satisfying to watch. So we'll put that here at the end. I hope you enjoyed this first video and what I hope will be a series of Fluff Your Stash videos for this summer. But yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope that you will go through your project bags and figure out which knitting projects are bringing you joy and happiness. And yeah, I hope that you're having lots and lots of fun crafting time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!